Hello folks, I've been doing a bit of mixing for clients over the last few weeks. One of the elements of one of the mixes that I've been doing was, of course, drums. The drum patterns were provided to me from a live studio performance using a Roland TD30 kit. If you've heard one of these kits, you'll appreciate how good they sound. However, for some reason, all of the audio files that were provided to me contained an alarming amount of earthing hum that required removing using Isotope's RX4. Additionally, there was quite a bit of low end that muddied the sound. Now, to be fair, in isolation, the individual drums sounded okay, but when blended together and with the remainder of the project, that muddy low end was messy, so it was removed for all the individual drums, along with the strong 50 Hz hum. As a result, though, the drums sounded slightly thinner in terms of overall frequencies. Now, because the performance wasn't played to a click track, it would have meant more of my time than necessary to generate individual MIDI notes to allow for drum replacement. Although I could have used a drum replacement plugin, such as Drumagog or Slate Digital's drum replacer, but whilst considering the best option, I came across Melda's latest release, their Drum Enhancer plugin. Now clearly it's meant to be used as an insert or possibly a send effect inside of your DAW of choice. But just whilst I was demoing it yesterday, I ran it here inside Adobe's Audition. Now prior to getting to that stage and briefly showing it to you in action, here's the snare track that I've been working with. As you can visually see, it's made up of strong on-beat snare hits with some occasional lighter ghost notes. Now this is just a short section from the project. Now I suppose what I could have done to liven up this bone-dry direct recording from the Roland TD30's brain is to simply add in some reverb here within Audition. I'll get to that in a second. Just have a quick listen to the snare here, totally dry. Okay, quite thin and dry, as I've said. And also, as I've said, I could have added some reverb here. For example, I'll just insert a convolution reverb. Any preset will do for this quick example. Now I'll need to adjust our wet-dry blend and also the gain sliders. Now I'm going to play it again and I'll adjust to taste. So, as you heard, that sounds good, but to be honest, I only want the louder snare hits to have added reverb. Here, the convolution reverb is affecting the whole file. Not such a terrible thing, but as I say, not quite what I want. So, I'll remove it from the effect rack here, so that we revert back to our bone-dry recording. To reiterate then, I found Melda's latest Drum Enhancer effect yesterday, and started their 14-day demo. Now, to be honest, I've been so impressed with it so far, I've actually gone out and bought it this morning. I didn't need 14 days to convince me. 14 hours was enough. Anyway, I'll load it up. As I say, this isn't the best method of using it. It's clearly designed to be used inside a DAW. But regardless, do have a look at it here in Audition. By the way, I created the screen recording yesterday, so it still says demo up here, version 9.05. I'm only pointing this out because Melda give lifetime free updates, and you can install on more than one machine. Now I'm not going to go through every parameter here, mainly because, to be honest, I've only just got it, so I do need more time to provide you with a comprehensive tutorial. Nevertheless, you'll see some textual sliders that indicate each function. I've called up a preset here. Now remember, what the plugin will do is blend in a synthesized sample with your audio. In our case, a snare drum here. Start off by choosing snare here in the sample section, and then a sample from the right. Let's have a listen. You'll notice that the widening slider is set high to generate a sort of reverberated space across the stereo field, and the blend between wet and dry is low too. And that's only because I'm using this plugin here in a rather unconventional way within an audio editor. Anyway, once I play this back in a moment, you'll notice the main snare hits get affected, but the ghost notes remain largely untouched. Have a listen. I'll adjust it as we play it. Brilliant, that's why I bought it. You can of course switch to other available presets here, and Melda do encourage you to create your own presets and submit them so that other users can take advantage of these. Anyway, let's play with it once more. Okay, so you saw there that we can adapt the high pass and low pass frequency parameters. Anyway, that's a quick look at it. So when time permits, I'll create a more thorough tutorial running this plugin, and more than likely in a more conventional way, inside a DAW such as Cubase or Sonar.